Hello everyone, Mrs. Gigi here. Today we have a little bit of everything to do. I am going to create some more pages in the May journal, but I am also going to create some other things. And isn't the creative brain, a little bit strange sometimes? Hello, Jen. Welcome. Literally just a couple of minutes before this stream, I realized, I have these book pages. What do we want to do with those? Or what do I want to do with them? And I just said to myself, let's use them today. So that's what we're going to do. And we need the thing to dry a tiny bit, and I'm just going to try it out. I have no clue if it works, but we will try. And that is, for me, a part of the creative process. So let's glue, at least as I'm thinking, 2 pages together. Let it dry, and then use them for something fun. And like I said, I have no clue if this is going to work, but I saw a fun video today and I'm going to try. So we will let this one dry, take another one, do the same thing, and then of course let this dry and do a thing in between. Hello, Letitia, Jen, and Vanessa. Welcome. So, more glue. I don't know about you, but I just realized today in store they haven't got my favorite glue anymore. They are kind of out of glue. I hope it's not for long. Just saying. Oh, it was kind of a scary thing there for quite some time, looking for the favorite glue. But this will do today. So I hope that you had a lovely day so far. And I did have a beautiful day, and I'm really glad because today, for the first time in ages, literally, I don't even know when, we had a little bit of rain. It really, the flowers and everything needed rain, so that was nice. Haven't had that for weeks, literally, and this time of year it's not usually this dry yet, so nature wasn't used to it. So we will have these 4 dry for a couple of minutes while we create some more pages, and I'm going to use some scrapbook paper for it, and just using up. It's not normally the thing that I go to anymore, using scrapbook paper, but that is what we will do. So this is double-sided. It's, a little bit of a pattern on the back, and this green one on the front for this one. Oh, thank you so much, Letitia. Let's see. I use this one as a template. Hello and welcome. So we will create some pages. Hopefully we will have more than 2. Let's see if we have one there. Could we place one more, or is it too much? Is it too much? Yes, I think it's too much, but two will do. Two will do. We will use the paper for something else. And you know, there will always be scraps. So that one and this one, isn't it beautiful? It's a little bit like embossed paper, this. So let's see, let's do it down here because I want to have the embossed parts. So these are just going to be cut out and used as pages. Let's see, and then we will use, are we able to take that maybe there? So do you have anything in your craft room right now? Creating all sorts of things, or maybe doing laundry or something else? That's kind of fun, but something that you need to do sometimes, even though it might not be really the funnest of things. So these will be cut out as flower pages. Hello, hello, Caroline, if I'm not mistaken. Welcome to the stream. So we will use the remaining of these papers as tags, or hopefully with the other project that I had going. Let's see if we, this is one of those that takes a little bit of time, but have to do the base before creating all the fun pieces. And I'm not, you know, going to do anything special to this one. This is also double-sided. It's a little bit of a, you could say, like lime green polka dots on the back, and this one. So I have all sorts of small ideas in mind for the week, but you know, I have to do a little bit at the time, because otherwise I could do them today, but otherwise I wouldn't have anything else to show you. I've been looking into, where was it? Was it at Create with Becca yesterday? We talked about faux tissue paper. Really easy to make and fun. So that's one thing that I'm going to try to make. You can use either a napkin or even like cheesecloth or other really thin papers, and some glue. I don't know about Mod Podge, but glue will definitely be the thing to use. Hello, Heather. Welcome, welcome. So we will have 4 more pages. In this case, for the journal, it will be, as I'm using both of the sides of the pages, so it will be 8 more days. I haven't quite figured out. I need to count again. But I think I need a couple more. A little bit more cutting, but we won't do that today. I just felt I needed to add a little more today to the journal. So I was really inspired by both you, Anne, and Carol. Really was. I was back into stitching. And I'm really glad that I can get back into stitching. And I, with that, I'll have a lot of fun projects too. I had to stop in the middle of everything, back in, I think it was back in February actually, and now May, so it has been a couple of months. So it might say that the boring part of this is soon over, the cutting part. And then we have to look into where to place these pages. Relaxing to do slow stitching, it really is. It really is. I haven't been able to watch Janet Nash the last couple of weeks either, so, and I don't know if she's had something fun, because she usually do some either sewing on her machine or some slow stitching. So I have to look into that. But I've been continuing with my tree that I kind of abruptly had to stop with back in February. So let's see, some green into this journal, and we will put that one there and flip the whole thing. So the front, day one, I haven't really started it. Yeah, Carol makes it really simple, but she explains it so well too. I like that a lot. Let's see, we do need some green here. Let's put that one there. And for yesterday, I kind of, I did prepare some doodle flowers from before because I wanted to use this little flowery type book for something else. But I just, decided that I wanted to color them in and use them that way. Let's see, want this one, and maybe there. And I have some doodly flowers on some days, but I don't mind those because it is kind of fun to have them there. So we need to place this one somewhere. Have it quite back here. Maybe that's the one. I don't know about you when creating journals, but I am kind of flipping back and forth and looking into what's, kind of have a special feel to it, if it feels right, if it looks right. So that will be the first one. Day number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we will have to have the switch one, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Is it 31 days? Let's see. And I'm going to I'm going to count in Swedish. I don't know. Januari, February, March, April, May. 31 days. It needs to be more pages, but we will solve that another day. But it's becoming something. I'm, as of right now, only going to do small little, maybe a sentence or two, or just a tiny little thing in these. Not really that much that I'm usually doing, creating tags and everything. Just wanted to have something fun, something colorful. So let's look into these. Not quite dry yet, but I don't have time. Do we have time to wait? I don't know. I feel like we want to, or I want to make them into pockets. So that is what we will do. I will see. Is it half an inch? I need to think with telling you all this because I'm not normally measuring. Half an inch on the bottom, and then just kind of have them overlapping a tiny bit like that to be able to glue, which means that you have a pocket on the front like this. But we do need to do a little bit of cutting it to make it easier to fold and to glue shut. So that is what we will do. And then I thought that we could decorate these a tiny bit. On these pages, this is just it's like book pages, or do you mean these? I don't know. There are so many pages. I haven't really done anything to these pages, but trace them as this flower pattern and use some really scrap bits of scrapbook paper. These are glued, more than it's just glued, 2 book pages glued together, so it isn't really dry 100%. But I don't mind. I really don't mind. I am one of those that don't really have time to wait for things sometimes, and as I don't have a heat tool, I kind of need to just do with what I have. So we will glue this one, and let's see if this one works. I'm not really used to using this type of glue, but what to do when you have to. Let's see. Glue it like that, and then have, let's just take another one up there. So, this isn't really anything special, just 2 book pages glued together. And then I saw Gail doing this, Gail Agostinelli, and I felt like she used other pages that she had, scrap pages, but I had these book pages for I don't even know how long, and I just felt, what about just using those, because they won't be used if I just have them here laying right beside my things. So Let's see, no measuring of, other than this 1/2 inch down here. It's just meant to be a little bit of a thing overlapping. You can of course have, like, I don't even know how many inches. It's I don't even know, 3 1/4 of an inch. Um, and as it's just eyeballing measurement here, it's the most important is this 1/2 inch down here at the bottom, so you don't have the sliding tag there when you use it. You have to glue it shut. The glue I'm using, I don't like this glue in this form. It's school glue. I don't even know this one. I'm not really, glad into using wet glue, but that's the only thing they have in the stores right now. So that's what we are going to use. And hopefully, because I've noticed actually the last couple of weeks for us, it has been worse than during the first part of the pandemic, with the toilet paper things and everything. Um, of course, we had a little bit of that too here, at least here in Sweden. Uh, but really now it is way worse than back in the beginning of the pandemic. So we will see. Hello, Allison. Welcome, welcome. Overlapping again. It is what it is, Jen. It's not a good situation in Europe for sure right now, but we unfortunately, as of right now, can't do much about it, at least like you and me. Let's see, put a little bit of glue, creating these pockets. So I don't know. What are we going to decorate them with? I'm all into springtime now. I don't really have anything planned other than just doing something fun with these. Maybe like, a little bit of color like ink or something. But other than that, something, maybe butterflies or something more fun than that. Let's see again. As you can see, it's not really dry, but and eyeballing the whole thing. And I'm using book page, totally wet, but you could really use um, whatever paper you have, I would say. I was thinking about using my jelly the jelly prints that I have, because I realized I have a lot of them that I not really use at all. So that might definitely be a thing. And when doing it with regular like jelly print paper, you can actually make 2 of them. So I will show you with that. Let's just do a little thumb hold thing here. cut that one a little bit down. Let's see. I haven't tried it out, but we could just do it for the fun of it. And let's see, we can kind of tear it first because I don't want the white part doesn't really need. Let's see, are we going to do it like this? This is a regular printed paper, and I'm thinking it could be, dividing it in half, just like that. Haven't really thought anything about this, but I'm going to try. What if just having, it's going to be a really tiny little pocket if we do like that, and we do not want that. So let's see, tear it down because we want to have, I don't really mind. Yet again, just using up this. Yeah, we could definitely use this. Let's see, if we just do it like this, that's going to be a chunky little one. Do we like that? No, I want to have it not really that thick. A little scrap piece of paper that will go somewhere. So this is, you could say almost 10 inches. So let's fold it up and create the little overlapping, and I'm actually going to make the overlapping kind of big because I don't want to have the whole pocket that wide. So, and then of course this is just regular printed paper. It would be kind of nice to have a little bit more sturdier of a paper, but I will just use what we have. So we will put a little bit of glue here as I'm just gluing this one down like this. And then at the bottom here, using again just my own jelly print paper, creating another pocket. Let's see, some hole like that. Isn't that fun? Let's see, anyone have any good cleaning techniques for your cutting mat? I wish I had. It's all gooey and things. I wish I had that, Jen. I don't know. I usually just take like dish soap. Nothing special, just a dish soap and some elbow grease and something like that. And let's see, we'll have this one 1/2 inch at the bottom. And I want to have it a little bit. I didn't measure this, but it's not important really to measure. It's Murphy's oil soap. Haven't heard of that one. Maybe that's good. Is that special for us crafters? Because sometimes, and I'm not saying, sometimes companies just create things to be able to sell us things. That is at least how I feel it sometimes. So, I'm going more towards the uh, grandma type tips that I sometimes have. I don't know about you, but sometimes the tips and tricks that you get from your grandma is the most uh, the better ones that you have, like very popular in the state. It's been around for years. Oh, okie doke, okie doke. Then I know. So, created from printed paper size, these two pockets, and yes, of course, there was some small little scrap pieces, but not much, apart from the half circle type thing for the thumb hole. These were the only scraps. So you could definitely have, pockets created like this. And for this specific one, the book pages, I actually decided to leave the edges like this. It's not, I don't even know if you can see it, but it's a little bit raggedy there because I like it. So are we going for some color, maybe purple or something? Just because I want to have purple, a little bit of a spring type thing. Let's see. Could go vintage photo, but the magic eraser. We do have it here too, but I'm using the old-fashioned way, maybe, or you might say. So a little bit of ink going on these, just for fun. Doing it like this because it's easier with these small little pads. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's not good for the ink pad to do it like this, but it's meant to be used, so I'm using it. Yeah, I'm using baby wipes too, and baby wipes and a little bit of dish soap in sometimes if needed. Let's see, put it there at the top. So, do we need some sort of butterflies or flowers of any sort on these? Wouldn't that be kind of cute? I'm looking into the pad that I have of 6x6 and 8x8 pages, so those need to be used. Let's see, just a tiny more bit of the ink there. These can't be purple. This needs to be, I'm thinking, should we go black on these? That might be nice. Just because I kind of never, no, I don't want to say never. I do use black, but rarely uses black. So let's go with the black just for fun, to bring out some of the color a little bit more. Let's see, it is a little bit fragile because it's just printed paper, but it's going to be glued down in a journal. So, it's glued down on a page like this, and a sturdier or scrap bit paper as a tag. So I think it will be good anyways. Let's see, a tiny bit more black. around. And I don't know about you. Usually I kind of create a tag a day almost. What? Oh, waxed paper. You know, we don't have waxed paper here. We have like parchment paper, but I don't really know wax paper. Haven't used that, and I don't know if it is available at all here. So we are going to use something fun with these. Before I forget it, I'm going to glue this one down in this journal though, because otherwise I will totally forget about it. My whatever journal, or whatever I'm going to call it, I don't know. Just gluing stuff down because it's fun and because I don't want to throw things away sometimes, you know, when it's bigger pieces. Oh, tracing paper, that definitely, that's the thing that we have. Could definitely be used. Like gluing these things down. And I don't know, maybe this will be a nice thing. And again, not meant to think as much when putting these down, but sometimes I feel like I want to think too much. Oh, thank you so much. Letitia, it's, you know, anything and everything in this journal, nothing special really. I have no clue what I've put down in this. Scrap bits of projects that I've been working on and things that might not go together, and I put them together just because I can. And you know, stickers that have been just laying here waiting to be used, and as I say, screaming to me sometimes. But it will be a chunky little journal later on, I definitely know that. So let's see, what can we do with these butterflies? We're going to use, and I would say the regular butterfly punch that I usually use, which is this one, the Martha Stewart one. And I don't know, are we going with using some of the scrap bits and pieces? Let's see, with this one we are going to cut this one into a tag shape just because we are going to use it. Is this too small, or is it usable for something? Yes, it's usable. So let's use it. Let's see. This is one of those. I need to, I don't know, do you have any? Oh, is it? Oh no, it's, am I not meant to use like these type things live? Tell me. There is always something going on with the punches when I'm being live. Let's see. Oh, it's all stuck, all bits and pieces from. Let's see if we can solve this. The bits and pieces of everything here. I need to have a pokey tool, but unfortunately now. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much, Mac Designs. Now it's working. Look at the butterfly, the beautiful one. Let's create another one. Oh, that might not go well. Oh, that one was nice. Another one of those. Let's look into the other paper. This one, was that? Let's see, is it usable? Might be. We will try. Let's see, another of those pokey tool thingies. I need to invest in one, but unfortunately I have noticed that I need to buy them here in Sweden. Let's see. Yep, let's fingers crossed. Yep, that did work. Yet again, using up as much as I can, throwing those in the bin. And then this little thing here might be nice to use. You do need a couple of them because there is a lot of pockets. So let's see. We will use these ones first, the book pages. But then I need to kind of clean, and it's all gooey here. So I definitely need to do something about my mat. So we have beautiful paper, or a beautiful butterfly there. Do you want to have like two of them on each one? Maybe a whiter one and a darker. That I don't know. And this one. We definitely need to have something on the back. Or we can create like a 3D version. That might be nice. Let's see, do we have another piece of paper? Let's look into that in the scrap bin. In the scrap bin, of course. We do have yellow. Yellow doesn't really go with this. Pink is always nice. Let's use that. Let's see. No, it wasn't really going our way today. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to do the little special thing here. It's all glued up with small bits and pieces. Let's try that again. Paper going to waste. Did you see that? This one was a little bit hard. I wonder if that is even... Seriously, that was... What kind of paper was that? Oh, look at it. It worked. I don't know the weight of that one, but that was hard. Let's do another one. We do need to use another one because we do need to have more butterflies. And these little things, wondering sometimes, you know, it could be stuck in there, these small little things. Maybe your butterfly, it might need, you know, definitely needs a little bit of, I don't know, a foil type. It is working. It is a little bit, acting up kind of thing, like I feel that my kids are doing sometimes. For those of you with kids or grandkids, you definitely know what I'm talking about. So let's see. Pink and pink and brown or pink and green. Pink and green. Are we going springtime? We definitely need something else. Maybe purple. I'm all into light, beautiful colors right now, but I don't know. Or maybe like a cream, a yellow. This one, this is watercolor paper. I don't know if it's visible. It's light yellow. Might be nice. I've made this one myself, and then of course using up, like with these, the jelly prints, you could definitely go with those, doing all sorts of butterflies. Let's see. So we do need one more. Let's go with the jelly print. Do I have any page that we could use? This one. Are we going to use that one? I'm kind of looking into using up bits and pieces rather than just use up a whole page. Let's see, the wipe off pages. Let's go into those first. That one will definitely be nice. A gold and a green one. The watercolor you did, yep. I do know the watercolor is sold. What about it, Letitia? What about it? Confetti. Confetti and glitter is one of those, like, oh, I don't want to have too much of that because it's all over everywhere. Do that and then let it dry and use butterfly punch. Yeah, could definitely be a thing. Definitely. That we have to try sometimes. Let's see, we will go with this one for now. There are so many fun things to do. Let's see. I need to use the little scissors and do something with the... this is a Martha Stewart punch. I've had it for years and I bought it secondhand. So you can only imagine. And I love... Let's show it so that you can see. I love these type butterflies, like the look of those. So I looked for this punch for so long, and then I got it. But it's really been acting up for me the last couple of months. So I have to look into those. Are we going to do flowers or hearts or something? Or maybe let's do... I definitely know what to do with these. So we are going to do something else with these, but we do need to figure out what are we going to do. Are we going to add maybe some fabric under these? Fabric would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's go into the little scrap bin of fabric and lace pieces. Hello, Beth. Hello and welcome. Oh, Dana, welcome. Let's see, lace. Would that be nice to add? Let's add a little lace piece. Lace can never be a thing that we don't like, can it? Like that. I wonder, should I go with fabric glue? Probably for this. And kind of spreading it all over, because you'll never know with lace. Use the pink this one, the pink that one, I don't know. Use the pink that one. Or do you mean this? I have no clue. Let's go with, we're going with white butterfly. Or do you want to have, no. For this specific one, I kind of want to have this one not entirely glued down. I want to have it, flap a little tiny bit because it's nicer. Yep, the lace on the, absolutely, it will work. I love this lace. I have so much of that lace, but it's, I've had it for years. I actually got it from my mom. But, it's kind of to the point where I have to think a little bit before using it. Could definitely put that one there too. But we will see. We have something else. We could do this little scrap bit. I have no clue what it is. But I think I got it from Brooke. Recreations by Brooke. Or maybe this. Just yet again using up what I have in the little scrap in here. Let's see, would that be kind of nice to add? No, it's a little bit too dark, at least for this thing. A little piece of this. Let's see if we can do a little fray here at the bottom of it, because I like that more than just having straight edges. See, that takes a little bit of time, but it's way nicer to have it like that than the straight edge. In one way, I think like that too. Clusters are always cute. You could definitely go with, let's see, let's put a piece. I think I had a little piece of this. Might add that one. And then the butterflies. See, are we going? Let's check it out. Are we going green? That might be nice on this one. And then, of course, the tags, but those will be added. Let's see, are we going with that? We said we wanted the little, not the white one. I totally forgot. The white butterflies are kind of nice because you can add, a lot of colors to it. So that one. Let's do another pair of these, but I want to have the butterflies on this side instead, or kind of like in the middle. Let's use this. Divide it into two. Then I don't want to have that one for this project. Let's see, is this one something to use? Maybe. and something else. We cannot use everything. Let's, oh, look at this. We're going to do the other way around. Are you even able to see what I'm doing with all these things? Let's take a piece like this. This one is really, really nice. I've used it for so long, but I only have this piece left. I don't really want to cut it down, do I? But it feels like I need to do that. I kind of need to do that. Not you throwing this one away. You have to use it on something else. So let's see, a little bit of glue. And I thought at one point that, of course, you can kind of, sew on these. Like if you want to sew, I would, you could do it if you're not gluing it shut. You could definitely sew around like this with the sewing machine, or just glue it like I did. Just putting this green fabric on there too. Yet again, just gluing it, not entirely. I don't know about you, but I like when things are kind of loose like this. I'm not really 100% gluing it down to the surface. Let's see, put that one there. And do we want to have this one or that one? No, we will go with the yellow. Ooh, that is the blinking part. No, I want to have the darker one. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Vanessa and Beth. 5 minutes or less before this stream, I came up with the idea of doing these because I felt like I need some spring in this stream. And these are easy to make from, all sorts of paper pieces. Hello, Teresa. Are you using owls? Tell me more, Teresa. Show us. Have you shown those? I love owls. Owls are one of those things that are really, really special to me. Have to look into that. Let's see, what more can we use? I have bits and pieces, scrap pieces. This is one of those dryer sheets. Since being a junk journaler, I've always saved up on dryer sheets, always. Because they are really nice texture-wise to use. Let's put down some more glue. Just a little bit. And, it will dry clear, so I don't really mind the dots there. We do need some pink and green on this one. So, almost done. And what are we going to do with the pink pockets? You might wonder. So, let's look into these. We could definitely go with hearts, or we could go with I just got an idea of something. I have no clue if it's even one thing that you could do, but I will just go and look into it because I can. And that one, and we will use a digital that I actually have for another project, but we will use this in this one too. This one is a digital from Tsunami Rose, and I kind of like the the labels of numbers and letters and things like that. I don't know if it will be a nice thing, this specific one, but just because the creative mind is kind of crazy sometimes, coming up with all sorts of ideas while doing these type things. Let's see, do I want to back these? Yep, I think they are. I don't know. It's ones like these. I think they are from Cars, or I don't know where she has them in different sizes too. But I kind of feel like I want to use them somehow, and maybe something else. And I'm looking into saying maybe because we never know. You could go crazy, like having some sort of magazine thing or whatever, but let's see. I think I'm going to outline these. I do like to use my markers when doing the outline, just because it's easy. And then this will be really one of the pocket projects that I don't know if I will, if and when I will use these. It will be here waiting to be used. Oh, look at this one. Kind of simple and easy. Do we have any suggestions? I do want to try. I have no clue if this is what it's meant to be, but I feel like I want to outline going like this around just a tiny bit. Like that, just creating something. Definitely needs something else, don't you think? Or are we going like with a lace piece or something? Inky, yep, these will be inked. Might be nice to add something else. No, not that one. Definitely not that. Maybe just a little piece of some netting. Just something. And we will definitely ink stamps. I know I have some postage stamps. That would be nice. Let's see if we can find it. I have actually cleaned up in my room, so I cannot find everything. It is hard. It's hard on one that kind of lives in a chaos in the craft room and then decides, no, I cannot live like this in here anymore. I need to clean, realizing I can't find anything anymore because it's so clean. Isn't that kind of crazy? So where did I put the stamps? We do need some stamps. Or do we have like faux? We do have faux stamps. I definitely know where those are. So let's just take a tiny little look on those. Just going to try out it. Try, just because I can. It would have been kind of nice to have a real one though. But I don't really have the, you know. It is one of the things like a creative chaos, and I sometimes feel like if I have it too clean, I don't know where things are, and I'm not nearly as creative as you know I can be, because I kind of forget about things, and I don't know. Let's see, where do I even want to have these? Do I only want to have it as, you know, something like that? Maybe I feel like I want to have this yellow type thing. It's one of those, let's just glue it down. Because if I don't know. Let's just cut it down. Oh, why am I using that? This scissor is way better to use. Just put a little bit of glue again down like this, and then what did we talk about? Like that? Or is it stuck already? Yep, it kind of is because of all the glue, but I'm going to take some extra. Just like that. It may be something else in the future. We will never know. And a piece of this. It might be better to use the right scissor for this one though. Is it really showing? Not really. Do I want to have it darker? Yes, we do. Let's see. Just a tiny bit darker, but I don't know if it will really be visible on camera. And another of the, let's just take the one next to it. This faux stamps, it's from Graphic Fairy, for those of you who don't know. It is printable in 3 different sizes. These are, I think, the medium size, and a smaller mini size, and you know, really big stamps too. So let's put a little bit more of the ink on the sides here. And around this, because it is a little bit too white for my liking. Vintage it up a tiny bit. And then more glue. Yeah, those are kind of nice. They are really cute. This is the spring and summer version on Graphic Fairy, and there is a Christmas, I think it's a Christmas version with Santas and, even winter ones because it's snowmen and things like that. Let's see, put this one down, maybe a tiny bit more glue. And this. So now what are we going to do for these ones? We do need some tags. I'm just going to make some because I want to show you. Other than that, tags and all the things here. Let's put it back in the bin. Like that. So 6 different pockets. We could go like this instead. And then we have these. I am going to use these just because they were from the May journal pages that we cut out before. Just doing some small little tag shapes here at the top. I'm going to have it the other way though. Like that. And I do like to have, I don't always put something in the top, but I do like to have a little hole at the top here. For this specific one, I think I'm going to sew around it, but I won't do it on camera. So it's just, I'm going to cut it down, but it's a tag like that in these. Really quick and easy to make, so it's kind of nice if you have like book pages that you need to use or want to use maybe. We always have things that we need to use that we haven't been using for a long time, I would say. But sometimes it's kind of nice to have things. Here you could even have like a journaling card or a thing like that. But these are kind of cute to have laying around and kind of wait to be placed in a journal or two. I would say that you could, like these are made from jelly plate paper, regular printer paper. You could definitely use a little, a thicker paper. Some of the, I wouldn't say like the really thick scrap book paper like this one might be a little bit too thick, but the ones that are a little thinner is really nice to use in a project like this. Quick and easy tags. You could even have them like a little thing for Happy Mail. Reminding me not to, if you have paper, Jen, use it up. That is at least what I'm trying to do. It's not going really well, unfortunately, but I'm trying. Aren't we all just trying to use up the paper that we have? So what now? Are we finished? No, we are not. As I told you in the beginning, got very inspired by Carol and Anne. And, I do have some paper no, not paper, fabric flowers that I wanted to create something with. And this or these, all of them, little scrap bits of fabrics, just a little button in the middle, sewing them together, just laying them in some sort of a, you know, petal shape type creation. So I thought that we could sew a little bit because I wanted to kind of have um, a little bit of a thing going on with these. And I'm looking into sewing with, let's see, with a green or a dark green today. Thinking of this one. So we will at least start the project. We'll never know when it ends. That's sometimes like I see it because it's going to be an ongoing thing. But I feel like it needs like stems and petals and, you know, all sorts of things. So we will start it. And now I am going to continue with some sort of sewing series again. So it might be a thing that will be ending up in there. We will divide this thread by 3 just because it's easier. And, you know, I am just doing this for fun. I'm learning from Carol and Janet and all the other beautiful streamers out there that really can do some embroidering, even create with Becca Rebecca. But I'm just doing it for fun. So just look at it as a fun project. Maybe you can learn a thing or two, but I'm not really a teacher when it comes to anything. It's just showing you something that I find kind of relaxing to do. Even dividing the thread like this is a little bit hard sometimes, but it works today. So we have 3 strands of this thread here. Let's see if it's on my side working with the needle here. Yes, it is. Let's see, I need buying things, Jen. I'm with you on that one. You teach me all the time. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. You know, I'm not intending to teach, just showing off, really showing what I think it's fun. And now I'm thinking, should I go like really quick and easy, or, and I'm thinking quick and easy, and in this case I'm going to start down here because I'm going to create some little grass here at the bottom of this page. And let's see, do I want to have it kind of like that, almost poking through, you know, like over. And in this case, I'm going to cheat a little bit because I'm going to glue these flowers down, or at least that's what I'm thinking right now. You will never know in the end. Yeah, I will just glue them. Just the tiniest little bit of glue. You kind of could think that they are sewn in here, but they are not. You're the only one that knows. So just one strand like that. I don't know if it has a name, but I'm going to make it like that. Let's see. Now the needle and thread. Yeah, you could definitely have them like that. Definitely. Can have them as closures. Let's see. We will have a little knot here because I don't want to go wasting too much of the thread. So a little, just the tiniest little knot here at the back. Going to create, let's see how I want these to be placed. Kind of feel, you know, sometimes I've actually, when filming like these, doing lives, I kind of feel like it's better to look in camera because I have the ability to see how it looks. Something like that might be nice. Have a beautiful rest of your day, Jen. Hello, Chris. Welcome, welcome. Let's see that one. And we will have another of the strands. Let's take it a little bit further up. A couple of millimeters when thinking about it. And down here, or an eighth of an inch, or whatever you are calling it. I need to learn those measurements proper, or at least I feel like I need to, because I'm, you know, talking to all of you every day almost, so it's kind of nice to know. Just the tiniest little bit of glue here again. Just because it's easier. And then up here, going on the back, just adding that little knot. So this is kind of like the beginning of the sewing. It's not really sewing yet. Just want to have the flowers placed. And then another one. Let's see, the knot there. Sometimes I make a knot and sometimes I don't. It's almost all depending on how I feel, actually. And that kind of feels kind of strange to say. Let's see, we will have one somewhere there. Getting all big knot here, are we? Hopefully not. Let's see, place the thread underneath and then think about the flower placement. Kind of like there. And then of course we will sew in like petals here. So this is just the basic placement for the flowers right now. And I'm thinking that this will be an ongoing project for some weeks to come, it feels like. A little knot there at the back again. And then the last one up here. Are we going to cover that? You know, this was from something, and I'm thinking, should we cover the hole or going down here? Cover the hole might be a nice thing. A little tiny bit to the side there. Going here. Almost forgot the knot here at the back, so we will do that. And then up here, It kind of feels like there. So we will have the thread underneath, pulling it like that, and then glue the little flower in place. And then put the flower there. And now you could say that the fun part of this begins, because now we're going to look into where to place the all the decoration parts of this, with the leaves and the grass and, you know, seriously, what's going on? It was gluey. It was all gluey. So I was thinking about something to cover that one, of course. And you could, I wasn't thinking about that, but you know, you could have ironed this. And now let's see. I do want to have some grass. I have the green thread here, so we will continue with the green thread first. And as this is going to be just the start of the project, you know, I'm just going to do all sorts of random, kind of like the short and long kind of things, or I don't know, stitches or whatever they are called, like Carol talked about this weekend. Let's see, do we have the right amount of, it's a little bit of a thing here when it comes to all the strands. Let's take another look at that and the needle. So I will just begin by going back and forth like this. And of course, this won't be the only green that I will use. Overlapping and things like that, you know the drill. Creating maybe like a bush or something down here too. I have no clue. But just showing a little bit of how I'm thinking that the result will be. Maybe creating some sort of mushroom or something too. That might be kind of cute. Oh, is it some sort of thing with the thumbs now? Sometimes I think it's kind of, I don't even know. I have no clue. Sometimes it's working. Technical things are not really reliable sometimes. I was thinking that we could have like a thunderstorm or something earlier today, so you know, one would say that it might not be nice to be online with that, and I thought that could be like a little bit of an adventurous thing, but everything has gone to plan. No thunderstorm, and the nature needed some rain and got it, so I'm glad. So as you can see, creating some little grass, kind of starting point of it, really. So this will be one thing that I will do among all the other. let's see, kind of want to use up this piece of thread. So, and I'm not sure that I'm doing the exact same way that I saw that Carol was talking about. I'm just, adding as I go, kind of how I feel like it was meant to be, and cleaning the house. Oh, thank you for supporting me, even though, cleaning the house, doing laundry, or whatever you do. I kind of use YouTube as a radio type thing sometimes, just to have a little extra company around me. But thank you so much for the support, Chris. Somebody called you on the phone, Teresa? Hmm. I, sometimes there are some really strange callers trying to sell you things, and you'll never know with those type things. Really, could be kind of scary sometimes. Cook and clean and listen. Yeah, that's I kind of like it. I've gone, before, and I don't know about you, but before when MTV was a thing, I used to have like MTV on during the whole day, doing kind of everything. But now I'm not. I'm having, and then before that, I had the radio or like a book or something. I don't know if like Next Story or Storytale or any kind of podcast or things like that isn't popular where you are, but here in Sweden it's kind of popular. And before that was a thing, and but now I use YouTube the same way with all of you beautiful creators, because there are so many creative people. Oh, am I doing the exact same? I don't know. I think she called it like, uh, filling in, and I'm kind of creating some sort of grass here at the bottom of this. It's going to be different. Uh, I don't know what you say, like different thread and all different sizes, or at least that's what I'm hoping for, if this is going to be a continuous thing. Let's see, this was a shorter one I need to kind of use up. I don't know if you think like me. I want to use as much of the thing as possible before knotting it in the back. But I'm going for the knot here, or however you are doing it. I have no clue. So, for those of you who do not know who Carol is, she makes the most beautiful type creation when it comes to sewing and with fabric and all kinds of things. Uh, the Magical Touch Studio here on YouTube got me inspired to sew again. Uh, so this will be like the beginning of my sewing journey for now. As you all know, I have created this. I have the needle in front here, and I'm going to continue adding this things into this journal and using it as a scrap journal. So using up bits and pieces the same way as I'm just gluing things in this paper one, I am going to stitch things, lace, fabric pieces and things into this one, just because it's fun to see and feel all the textures, and even like a little bit of thread that might be like, one of those that you want to use up. I will have a couple of little things in here. So like this short one, you cannot really use it for anything, but I'm going to like attach it in this. And then I found this lace and sewed a little button on there just to have it, as a little closure. She inspired me to do a thing like this. I'm not really finished because this was where I kind of left off doing the fabric seam and stitch. So these are the type of things that I'm going to continue as of from right now, really, apart from all the other fun things that's going on. But as of right now, I think this will be it for today. So we have started this really, really fun project. We worked on these, creating some small little kind of cute looking little butterfly pockets and things, and of course added some cute and new pages to my little May journal, because we do need some more pages in this one. So as you all know, I will be back again tomorrow for Friends Day on a Wednesday. For those of you who want to create something and maybe show what you have created, I would be really glad if you choose to share it in my group on Facebook, Mrs. Gigi and Friends. It's always nice to be inspired by others. For tomorrow, we are going to work with the color purple. That's the prompt that we're going to use. I have no clue what I'm going to do as of yet, but we are going to use the color purple for something. So I hope to see you 1:30 Eastern Standard Time for some little middle of the day afternoon crafting fun. Have a beautiful rest of your day, everyone. Bye.